You write about stars. Each one is a setting sun. Tall buildings shake, voices skips and sad song. Two chords that run down the cheeks, bitter melodies, turning the whole way around. Don't cry, you could rely on me, honey. You can come back anytime you want. I'll be around. You write about stars. Each one is a setting sun. Tall buildings shake, voices skips and sad song. Two chords that run down the cheeks, bitter melodies, turning the world around. Voices run, skyscrapers screaming together. Voices smoke like cigarettes. All you can get, turning the world around. Everyone is a burning soul. Tall buildings shake, voices skips and sad song. Two chords they run down your cheeks, bitter melodies, turning the world around. Voices run, skyscrapers screaming together. Voices smoking like cigarettes. All you can get, turning the world around. Like cigarettes, all you can get, turning the world around.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and thank you to Jamie. This is Jamie O'Halloran, everyone. Jamie is back for the second year. Great to have you back, Jamie. Jamie is the lead vocalist for Heavy Head. Heavy Head has music that features powerful vocals and rhythms, powerful lyricism, and melodic rock guitar. And we're going to be listening to Jamie a little bit later on today, but you can catch more of Heavy Head's music on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. So thank you, Jamie. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining EMBODY Yoga, presented by Holistic Child and Family Service. My name is Lydia Saichu. I'm Chief Executive Officer for Lumenus Community Services and your MC for today's event. Although it's a little early to be up on a weekend, I am very, very happy to be here today. This is a cause that's very near and very dear to my heart, and it's great to see everyone here. Really, really appreciate it. 2 years ago, this event was completely virtual, and last year we had a hybrid event, virtual and in person, and this year we're all in here together, so definitely a wonderful way to start the day. Yay! I'm really pleased to tell you that together we have raised an amazing $140,000. Yay. And that's thanks to the support of our amazing donors. These funds support Lumenus to provide the mental health, developmental, and autism services that are so desperately needed by children, youth, individuals, and families, and particularly needed in this time of readjusting to a new normal after COVID, and in a time where there's a lot of stress in families and around the world. Just a few quick housekeeping items. You will see Matt. Matt, where are you? Matt is over there sitting. Matt is from our fund development and marketing team. And our photography sponsor, Sharar, where are you? There, with the camera. Sharar will be quietly floating around taking some photos of our event, so please be assured that he'll be very respectful to everyone. And if you did not get a team photo taken, please see Matt or Sharar after the yoga practice, and you will be taken care of. We have a nice Lumenus banner, and you can put your team or just yourself there and get a good photo. You'll also see Mike Mike over there. Mike is recording our event today, and will also project our yoga instructor, Julie from Afterglow Studio, up on the screen for everyone to see her as she leads us through yoga and meditation in a few minutes. For those of you who have children in our kids area, they'll be doing yoga with their very own yoga instructor, Jennifer from Afterglow, and we have some fun activities for them. They are being well taken care of by our team of staff and volunteers, but if you feel that you would like to check on your kids, you're certainly welcome to do so. Lastly, if you haven't visited our silent auction yet, which is over there by the bar, there's still time. The auction will close by 10:15, and if you've had your eye on something and you want to put a bid, last bid, please be sure to do that before 10:15. All proceeds from the silent auction will be going towards Lumenus. For anyone having to get up for any reason, please do so, but please just be mindful of those around you in their yoga practice. Thank you. Lumenus Community Services is one of Ontario's largest community agencies, providing mental health, developmental, and autism and early year intervention services to the infants, children, youth, individuals, and families across the Greater Toronto Area. Our mission is to transform lives and build brighter futures through caring experiences. Our vision is to illuminate a seamless pathway to optimal well-being through high-impact mental health and developmental services and strong system leadership. Lumenus was created through an amalgamation of 4 well-established agencies in 2020 in order to reduce barriers to service and support more families on their journeys to wellness. Our amazing staff are working tirelessly to ensure that we're working alongside our clients to ensure that our clients have the chance to be seen, be heard, and be well. There are a lot of Lumenus staff here today. They're so dedicated and so passionate about their work at Lumenus and about the people we work with. So I really do encourage you to speak to any of them to hear more about what they do and how they do it and why they do it at Lumenus. I'd like to take a few minutes now to show you our video. Thousands of Toronto children, parents, youth, and young adults wait too long for mental health and developmental services. It's happening every year. COVID has doubled, even tripled demand, and the impact of closed schools has yet to be felt. These kids are invisible, they are misunderstood, they are alone, and waiting years for the help that would change their life story. Lumenus exists to reshape that narrative in Toronto. We are integrating 120 programs and related expertise in mental health, developmental, and community services. We are closing systemic gaps to improve access for all.
We are helping our clients, regardless of age, navigate the system so no one has to fall through the cracks or age out. So what's the problem? Lumenus is making a difference. There is a solution. The problem is we need more Lumenus. The challenge is capacity. We need to see more, hear more, help more infants, children, youth, parents, and individuals be well. Every dollar you invest in Lumenus helps us build capacity. Every dollar you invest helps us replace despair with hope.
We can welcome more youth to our walking clinics.
We can help more parents navigate the system so their children don't fall behind.
We can give more youth a life of inclusion and acceptance.
I'm not alone anymore.
I'm not an outsider anymore.
We're not alone anymore.
Let's end the wait for more children and youth in Toronto. Help us build Luminous capacity. Help us turn more lights on for those in need sooner. Thank you.
I recently became a grandmother for the first time. It's a thrilling experience. My grandson is just a month old, so sweet, so vulnerable, and I can only wish for him a life where he feels seen and feels heard and is well. But of course, if only the protection of loved ones was enough, but it isn't. And if my grandson does one day experience some challenging times in his life to come, I will be so thankful for what we're doing at Lumenus. The need for mental health and developmental help is huge. We live in very stressful times. Stigma about having mental health needs still exists. So it's really important that when a child or youth or family identifies that they need help, that they get the help they need as soon as possible. That's why Lumenus exists, and that's where you can help. It might be a caregiver with a dependent in a mental health crisis, or a teen who identifies as too SLGBTQ+, needing secure housing, or a parent with a child with developmental challenges. Whoever it is, your support supports members of our community. Wait lists are long, and funding constraints are a reality. Your support allows Lumenus to provide more service so that people get the help they need as quickly as possible. Thank you all for being here today. We appreciate all your contributions. Now, I would like to introduce you to Nidhi Chopra, Chair of the Lumenus Board of Directors. Nidhi.
Thank you, Lydia. Good morning to everyone. It's so wonderful to see all of you here so early on a Sunday morning. Yoga has been a personal passion of mine for many years, and I've also been deeply passionate about devoting my personal time to Lumenus and its clients and support the agency. And so today I get to bring together my love of yoga with my passion for supporting Lumenus and its clients. All of you here have demonstrated passion by showing up and by supporting this cause. Thank you for supporting Lumenus. Giving to Lumenus is giving hope. When you give to Lumenus, you turn on the light for more families so that they don't fall through the cracks. As a not-for-profit agency, your generosity is greatly appreciated. I would like to acknowledge our wonderful board of directors, who are here with us today in this second row here. Please wave. Let them know who you are. 100% of our board of directors, which makes up 16 individuals, participated in the fundraising for EMBODY Yoga, raising $44,000. Well done. Before we get started with our poses and our breath work, I would like to thank our generous sponsors today. Our presenting sponsor is Holistic Child and Family Services. Thank you for your incredible generosity. Nina is here with us today, and you will hear from her shortly. We also have our mindfulness sponsors, Williams, Marjan and Associates. A team from William Marjan and Associates is here today. BFC Technologies, they're unable to attend today. And Soul Foods is also a sponsor. I wanted to take a minute to give an extra special shout out to Soul Foods Group. In addition to their Embody Yoga sponsorship, they also ran a campaign in December and helped us raise $12,000 for Lumenus. Thank you, Soul Foods, to your employees and your customers who contributed to the success of this campaign. Our Clarity sponsor is Liuna, Local 183. I think they're also here with us today. Our Strength sponsor is KTA. They're unable to join us today, but are here with us in spirit. Baines and White is another sponsor who also raised funds. A big thank you to you. BLG is unable to attend today. Trillium Support Services, I believe they're here with us today as well. Lisa Nash Homes, there you are. Lisa, in addition to being a sponsor, has helped us raise $2,400. Lisa also sits on the Fund Development Committee and has done so for many years. So thank you, Lisa, for your incredible and ongoing support and your commitment to Lumenus. Our breakfast sponsor is Bartemus. Anne is here with us today. Thank you for providing us with energy this morning. It was delicious. Our water sponsor is Flo. We appreciate Flo for keeping us hydrated today, and I know you're going to need it during our yoga. Our media sponsor is The Revolutionized Mind. Angelica Galuzzo, podcast host of The Revolutionized Mind, is here with us today. Angelica and our very own Lisa Nash did a podcast together. If you missed it, you're certainly welcome to listen to it. Our decor sponsors, thank you for the beautiful flowers, the Flower Company and SH Group. Our signage sponsor, Skymark Signs. Our photography sponsor, Cherie Chaucat. Thank you all for our swag bag sponsors. The purple canvas bag that you see in front of you was generously provided by Seamless Care Pharmacy. The bag is filled with goodies from Seamless Care Pharmacy, Snack Conscious, A-Vogel, LMT, Pure Tap, Yoso, and Afterglow. Thank you for providing this wonderful treat. It's one for everyone to take home today. Our yoga mat sponsor, we have Be Yoga and Half Moon, members of Mindful Collective Co. Thank you for these amazing yoga mats. Everyone, please remember to take the mat home with you today. And then the children who are participating in the kids area also get to take home their mini mats. The yoga sponsor, Afterglow Studio. We are thrilled to have Julie Watson, who is their yoga studio owner. Thank you, Julie, for being here with us today. We look forward to your yoga and your meditation class. Also in the kids area is Jennifer Houston from Afterglow, leading the children in yoga and a yoga practice today. A special thank you today for today's entertainment, Jamie from Heavy Head. He will be playing music while Julie takes us through our yoga class. Thank you to all of the auction sponsors today. Just a reminder that the auction closes at 10:15 today, so please make sure you get an opportunity to go through those. Thank you to all of our raffle prize donors today. We will be giving out some raffle prizes at the end of our morning. Be sure to hang around and hang on to your tickets. Thank you to our participants who donated and raised money. Thank you. All of you are amazing. Today would not be possible without all of you and all of our sponsors. Events like this are very important to Lumenus as they raise funds and awareness for the services that we provide for people in need. Raising awareness in the community is just as important. We ask that you spread the word to others on your social media channels about the work that Lumenus is doing. So we would love for you to take lots of pictures and share your pictures with us and use the hashtag #MyEmbodyYoga and tag @LumenusCS. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Nina Degani, who is the Vice President of Holistic Child and Family Services. We are honored to have Holistic Child and Family Services as our presenting sponsor again this year. They have been a longtime partner. Please welcome Nina.
Good morning, everyone. And this is a great event. We all get together, and thank you for having me here. I'm delighted to be here and share this day with you. Over the past 16 years in my role as a Vice President of Holistic, I have had a pleasure to work closely and getting to know each and every team member, director, supervisor, chef coordinator, and staff that have come together now to create Lumenus Community Services. We have faced the great challenges during these past couple of years because of the COVID and other variation. However, this has presented with us the great opportunity to come together to help individual and vulnerable clients in our community. With your help and donation, organizations like Lumenus Community Services will be able to face any future challenges and help more vulnerable clients and families. Let's make this year the success and greatest year to raise and be together to support everybody. Please have your pocket open. If you haven't done any, please put more into that donation. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nina. The support of Holistic Child and Family Services is very important to Lumenus and to the clients that we serve. So thank you very much. Now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Lak Chinta, who is the Managing Director of Autism Services at Lumenus. Lak.
Good morning, everyone. It brings me a great pleasure to introduce one of our own families to you today. At Lumenus, our work is rooted on our values, and we see daily the impact that good quality and high value services have on those we serve. We see it in their laughter. We see it in their learning trajectories. We also see it in their skill acquisition, well-being, as well as their belonging of their experience when they are with us. Erica Emerson has been accessing Lumenus Autism Services for the last 6 months with us. Many of you are aware that Lumenus has a long-standing history of serving autism services for our children and families since 1972. Prior to amalgamation. Though a lot has changed over the last 50 years, our commitment and dedication by providing best services for our children, youth, and adults, and making sure they are successful in their futures has been our North Star and guiding light. As Lumenus, we will continue to light the way as leaders and look forward for another 50 years of providing the much needed service to our communities. So please welcome Erica Emerson, who has been kind enough to share her story with us today. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Erica, and this is my daughter, who is on the screen, but she's also back there, and her name is Evelyn. I'm the mother of a daughter who has ASD, and after her diagnosis, of course, the fear set in. What were the next steps? How was I going to get the help I needed? How was I going to manage parenting a child with autism? What were her future goals going to look like? And how was I going to ensure that she was successful in life? It was very overwhelming and still is as I navigate through it all, but that's where Lumenus has become a huge part of our journey so far. Lumenus has embraced my daughter Evelyn, who we all call Evie. They treat her as an individual, provide her the care that she needs, and she loves going there for her ABA sessions. She is always greeted with positive, enthusiastic, smiling staff members who welcome her with open arms. Lumenus continually takes in my concerns, and they tailor Evie's therapy to what she needs. When Evie started school this September, for instance, she wasn't potty trained. I've been trying to potty train her for a couple of years, but none of the traditional methods were working, as I'm sure some of you can relate to. I have also had and continue to have a lot of difficulty with her school, and I'm constantly fighting for support for her. Her toileting issues became an issue with school because she was left in soiled diapers for many hours. The staff refused to change her or understand her needs, so her health and safety became a risk. So Betty at Lumenus stepped in and came up with a plan to help get Evie potty trained through data collection, resources, and organized routine, and one that was implemented at home, at school, and at Lumenus. She even communicated with Evelyn's teacher to help guide her teacher through the process. Consistency was a goal that we shared, and Lumenus helped make our needs a priority. With hard work and dedication, I can safely say that Evelyn is now potty trained, a goal that was met together and has helped with many aspects of her life, including independence. As a mother of a child with ASD, I continually wonder if she will ever be independent, whether she will have enough skills to navigate the world around her. Evie struggles with simple tasks such as getting dressed and basic communication. Winter has not been easy, with the many layers of clothing and gear that comes with it. She's often let out of school, if you can believe, in the freezing weather without a coat on because she couldn't get dressed without a struggle, and her teacher hasn't had the support to assist her. Her therapist, Jen, at Lumenus, again stepped in and provided a strategy that works for Evie and has even given some resources to me to help see it through. The skills she is learning at Lumenus are taught to her in very specific ways, in a way that she understands and that Evie can manage. One of my favorite memories at Lumenus happened last December when I had told Jen, her therapist at Lumenus, that Evie had a birthday party to attend to after therapy, and I asked if Evie could get her into a kilt, if Jen could get Evie into a kilt, as the party was for my 95-year-old Scottish grandmother. Routine is a huge thing for my daughter, as often when things get out of her routine, like changing into a new outfit midday, it can be a huge struggle. However, when I showed up to pick Evie up from Lumenus, she not only had her kilt on, but her hair was in a barrette, and she looked happy and beautiful. Evelyn has a huge sensory issue with her hair being touched, so this was a humongous deal. I still have tears in my eyes thinking about how much care and love she was given that day and is given every day at Lumenus. It's the little things that make a huge difference. I struggle daily to communicate with my daughter, to understand how she's feeling, what she needs, what she wants, what is frustrating her, why she's behaving in a particular way. And as a parent of a child with special needs, it's hard because I often feel so alone. I'm so incredibly grateful for the support I get from the team at Lumenus for being able to reach her and help her navigate the world around her. Since Evelyn has started at Lumenus, all of her family members and friends have shared that they've seen a humongous positive difference in her, how much she's improved in her daily skills, her language, and communication. I truly believe that every staff member at Lumenus has what Dr. Barry Present calls the it factor. They have all been so friendly, kind, welcoming, accommodating, accepting, flexible, and understanding. When coming up with goals to be set, they've always found a way to incorporate or meet my needs or requests. When I have a question or concern, they're always there to help answer, to help coordinate a plan, to bring me in for a meeting or have a phone call to discuss it. They have helped to implement strategies at home, as well as with meetings, the school system. I'm determined for Evie to be successful, for her to be treated like any other child in this world. One of my biggest struggles is that I can't be a fly on the wall at school or wherever I have to leave her, to know that she's being treated properly, that she's okay. But I'm confident that she's safe with the members of her team at Lumenus. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I'm so grateful that Lumenus is a part of our village and for everything they have done for my daughter. I look forward to Evie's next session and continuing our journey with Lumenus. They are a valued part of our community, and I'm truly grateful for everything they have done and continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica, for sharing yours and Evie's journey with us today. And thank you, Lac, for explaining how important it is to address challenges early. This is one of thousands of examples of how Lumenus helps children and their families to be seen, be heard, and be well. And now, for what we've been waiting for, Julie from Afterglow Studio will lead us through yoga and meditation. Joining Julie is Jamie, who will be playing some soft instrumental music for us while we do yoga and meditate. Please join me in a warm welcome to Julie and Jamie.
Open that. Oh, there we are. Hi, everybody. Look at us on the screen. We're famous. First thing I want to ask you all to do is move everything forwards off of your mat so that your mat is clear. So if you've got your sneakers or your bags and those lovely gift bags, just move them off. Yeah, and bring them to the front or to the sides, lucky people on the sides or at the back. Yeah, if you've got like a bulk of things, go ahead and pick them up and just put them at the back of the space so that you really do have some room. Does anybody need to run and sign up on the auction? Does anybody need to go and run and do that? Have you leveled up? Did you see your name? Just making sure. If you remember something in the middle of the practice or you're just trying to use an excuse to get out of here, go ahead and put your name on the auction. I'm so thrilled to be here. My name is Julie, as it said. I'm the owner of Afterglow Studio in the Beaches in Toronto. Last year, one of our instructors, Jonathan, was here, and he is one of the lights of our lives, so we were so happy to be able to participate again. I just want to say that I'm so grateful to be here because every single person that I've talked to this morning about this cause has spoken about how honored and even proud they are to be a part of this. And so it's so great to be such I don't know, integral. I feel like I'm a part of it too, part of this community that offers such support. And mental health and neurodivergent kids are a really close part of my family and close to my heart. And even 10 years ago, this sort of thing wasn't available. So I'm so grateful to Lumenus for having created it and being there. And Erica, I know you're back there busy, but I just want to say one thing that struck me when you said that you were feeling quite alone, and it takes a village. I mean, this is the village right here that we're witnessing together, and that, you know, you're not alone. There's so much support out there now that exists. So thank you so much for having me and for creating this. So let's get started on the yoga, right? We're all excited about it. I want you to make sure that if at any time you need to back off or you're upset with me about what I'm telling you to do, just don't do it. Come into child's pose, walk away. Don't throw things at me. Just remain calm. So we're going to start sitting up nice and tall. And we have the lovely Jamie going to play for us throughout the practice. So if this is not comfortable for you, take any comfortable seat or lie down on your back. Again, you don't have to do exactly what I say. I'm not going to call you out, except Danya, who hurt her foot today. I'm going to make her do everything. No, I'm just kidding. Good. So placing hands face down for some grounding. Let's just roll the shoulders up and then down your back. And then take a big breath in through the nose. Maybe close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, and open your mouth, and let's sigh it out together. So let's do that again, inhaling in through the nose. And open your mouth and sigh it out. Let's make some noise this time, maybe a little release of the voice. Inhale in through the nose. Yeah, can we do that again? Inhale. And one more time like that. Inhale. Don't be shy. That's better. Beautiful. Let's bring hands to heart center in prayer. And if you want to, you can just bow your head, keeping your eyes closed. Let's focus our practice today on gratitude. I was thinking about all the things that came to mind when I thought about this particular cause and the purpose and the reason for us being here today, and gratitude was the first thing that came to mind. Let's be grateful for ourselves, for bringing our bodies to this practice, for being mindful enough to participate in such an incredible cause. Let's be grateful to those around us who are sharing their energy and their practice with us today. And let's be grateful for Lumenus and all the supporters and all the participants and everybody who came together today to create this event, to raise the money for this special cause. So find some gratitude in your heart. Find some space inside your heart. Right, maybe it's all full of gratitude already. We can tuck into the corners of your heart, tuck into a little bit of space, using your breath to feel this tremendous gratitude and the energy of the others in this space who are feeling it. We can feel it all together. And let's again take a nice big breath in through the nose. And sigh it out. And so set an intention for your practice today. Maybe you're focusing on gratitude itself. Maybe you're focusing on yourself and what you need. Maybe you're sending your energy out to others in need. You get to do whatever you want. Allow that intention to come back to you anytime during your practice. Remind yourself of why you're here and what your purpose is for your practice today. And then keeping your eyes closed, if they're closed, just sweep your arms all the way up over your head. Big inhale here. And come into a forward fold, any amount, right? You don't need to push it. Just release your hands down, release your head, and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Just find that space in the hips. Maybe you creep your fingertips forward just a little bit more. Right? Any pain in the knees, don't do it. Straighten your legs or come out of it if you have pain. And then slowly uncurl. Just bring your hands behind you. We're just going to switch the cross of the legs, right? You all went into that cross you've done since kindergarten. Let's cross the legs to the uncomfortable cross, unfamiliar. And just notice, sweeping the arms all the way up. And we'll exhale and forward fold again, releasing the hands down and creeping your fingertips forward if that feels good for you. So notice where the tension is in your shoulders. Right? Are you reaching and squeezing your shoulders up to your ears? Can you soften through your shoulders? Can you soften through your jaw and your eyebrows and your brain? And breathe into your back body. Yeah, and then we'll just release, coming out of it. Swing your legs around to the sides, and let's come into our tabletop pose. So at any time during the practice, if your knees are a little tender underneath you, you can fold your mat up. So double your mat up and find a little bit of extra cushion underneath. And we'll stack the shoulders over the wrists and the hips directly over the knees. And just stay here for a moment. We always want to start moving really quickly, getting into it. Just stay here for a moment and notice how the body feels. Any pain in the lower back or tension in the shoulders. I encourage you to close your eyes if you want to. And then spread your fingers wider than wide. And start to look forward, tilting your tailbone up, reaching your heart forward into your cow pose. Right? You can be like, moo. You can say it if you want to. You don't have to be shy. We're all friends here. And then let's exhale and round the spine into your cat pose. So it's like that cat on a fence, the Halloween cat. Yeah, and let's go through a few cycles of breath like this. Inhaling, opening up. And exhaling, rounding. And move through your own cycle of breath here. So my breath might be longer or shorter than yours, right? You don't need to follow what I'm doing here. Just taking a few moments to notice how this feels in the body. Right? When was the last time you took this time, except for Danya? Of course, she was in yoga yesterday. I'm going to keep drawing attention to her. She might come up and demo what happened yesterday when she injured her foot. I'm just kidding. She won't. We won't put her on the spot like that. Yeah, and finding that rounding. Beautiful. And then think about keeping your hips stacked right over your knees. So we're not going to sit the hips back. We're going to walk the hands forward. So I'm going to look back, make sure my hips are still stacked over the knees, and come on forward, bringing your forehead down to the mat on a hatha, heart-opening pose. Yeah, and notice, how does this feel in the body? Right? Shoulders all tensed up because we sit over our phones and our computers all day long. You can drop your elbows if that helps a little bit. But really breathe into your heart. Remember, we're thinking about gratitude. We're finding space in the heart here. So really think about how can you breathe deeply into that heart space where you can find just a little more room. Just a little more gratitude. Beautiful. And then walk your hands back a little bit. And tuck your toes, and we're going to keep the knees bent and hover the knees over the mat. Yeah, okay, there's your core. Good morning, core. Hello. Tuck your tailbone under so that you're not dipping through the belly, right? We're not sticking our tailbone up in the air. We're tucking. So now we're breathing to sustain this, because otherwise we're going to pass out. Don't pass out. And then keep your knees bent to come into your first downward dog as you release the chest towards the thighs, right? Yeah, beautiful. And modify as needed, right? Modify to whatever feels good for you. And then we're just going to inhale, come forward, lower your knees to the mat. Keep your toes tucked under. And then arch the spine like we did before. Moo. Maybe, maybe not. And then exhale, draw back, keep the knees bent. Press the heart towards the thighs. Maybe even rest the ribs on the thighs. And then lower down. So we're just warming up here. Inhaling to cow. And exhaling to our downward dog. How's this feeling? Breathe. Nice bent knees. No need to straighten your legs yet. And then one more like this, lower down. Just release the knees. Open up the heart. And exhale. Releasing down. Beautiful. And then from here, let's kind of walk our hands forward or feet back into a full plank pose. And you can do plank from your knees, right? You don't need to be knees lifted. Either way, from wherever you are, we're going to start to lift up and back into our first official downward dog. Now think about your downward dog as a spine lengthening pose, as opposed to a leg straightening pose. Does that make sense? So bend your knees. Yeah. And then press your heart back towards your thighs. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice. How's that feeling? How are those shoulders? Yeah. So you're in your downward dog or not, totally fine wherever you are. Maybe you're in your child's pose. I'm going to walk around, maybe do a little adjustment. If you don't want to be touched today, if you don't want to have anybody touch you, just lift your right leg up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Okay, everybody wants to be touched. I love it. Okay? That's hashtag everybody wants to be touched. Come on down into your child's pose. Sit the hips back. Release. That was a lot on the shoulders, right? If you don't do downward dog all the time. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. So think about, again, relaxing through the shoulders. So we're not trying to reach the hands so far forward that the neck gets all tangled up. Breathe here. This is one of my favorite things post-COVID, right? Is that we can touch people again. Beautiful. Breathing here. Just going to come up to a seated position. And any way you like, we're not even going to make this graceful, come on up to standing. I'm not going to make you do some hopping and handstands and things like that yet. We'll do that in about 10 minutes when we're warmed up. So come on forward. Let's everybody come to the top of your mat. And we'll start off with some sun salutations here. Surya Namaskar A. So let's bring the big toes together and the heels slightly apart. And then bring your hands to prayer. Soften your shoulders and your jaw. Just close your eyes. And feel yourself rooting down, grounding down into the earth. And remind yourself about that gratitude that you were feeling. So as you breathe and inhale, open your heart. And exhale, sigh it out. And then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Big inhale. And exhale to forward fold. Release the hands down to the floor and bend your knees to get there, right? We may not get there, so bend the knees. And then press the hands to the shins and lengthen the spine forward. Squeeze the glutes. Releasing the hands to the mat, you're going to step back into your plank pose. So find your plank, and that can be from your knees, right? And then we're going to lower all the way to the belly. Inhale to a little cobra here. So palms are right beside the ribs, shoulder blades drawing back, right? You don't need to be up here. Come on down, bend the elbows, because you're going to lift your hands up off the mat. And if you're too high up, you might hit your nose on the mat. We don't want that. No broken noses today. Draw the shoulder blades together. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Press the palms down. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Squeeze through the glutes. Releasing down. Come up through your tabletop. And then tuck the toes. Come into your downward facing dog. Breathe. Yeah. So you've almost just completed one full sun salutation there. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees and tippy toe your way to the top. Geez, I keep knocking over these little lights. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. So you're at the top of your mat. Halfway lift here, forward fold, and then sweep the arms all the way up. And then let's go again, forward fold all the way through with your palms in prayer. Release all the way down. And inhale to your halfway lift. Lengthen. Press the hands into the shins. So it's actually, let's get out of the light there. You're lifting halfway up, right? And then press the palms down into the mat. Step into your plank pose again. Beautiful. Option to lower your knees or not. Lower all the way to the belly. Look at some of you who've done yoga before. Inhale to your cobra. Right? Reach the heart forward. Take the palms up. Lift the palms off the mat. Draw the shoulder blades together. We're really working the back body. Press the feet into the earth. Lift a little higher. And then exhale. Press up into your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Draw up and back to your downward facing dog again. Beautiful. Breathing here. Let's lift the right leg all the way up. Right leg. Except for Danya. Her left leg cannot sustain her. She can't hold on. Beautiful. And then exhale, any way you can, step it through between your hands. So that might look like it comes all the way forward. It might come halfway forward, and then you yank your foot forward. Any way you can. We're going to lower the back knee to the mat. Yeah, you can untuck your back toe or tuck your back toe. Sweep the arms all the way up in the air. Nice. And then notice, how's that tailbone, how's that lower back? If you're sticking the front ribs out and your tailbone is sticking out, see if you can tuck it in. So we're finding more of a stretch through that left psoas. And then tucking, we're going to lean forward. Right? So just kind of inhale and exhale, hinge forward into that front knee without letting go of that tailbone. So tuck it under. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand, lift up, and exhale over to the right side. Breathe. So we're stretching that left side body. You got it. Inhale and exhale. Breathing here. Come on back. Release the hands down. We're going to extend that front leg forward. This might be a lot, so you might have to bend that front knee, right? Hamstrings tight. And just try to pull that right heel back a little bit. Yeah, and if you're not there, keep the knee bent and just reach your heart forward. So instead of trying to get your nose down to your knee, can you get your heart reaching towards the front of the room? Knee can be bent or straight. Beautiful. And then lean into it. Bring your fingertips to the mat. We're going to step the back foot forward to meet the front foot. And here we go. We're going to bend the knees. Sweep the mat into Utkatasana, chair pose. Right? Or fierce pose. Or intense pose. Whatever you want to see it as. So from here, soften your shoulders down. Oh, yeah. Everybody's like, oh, right. We're reaching up. Soften them down. Beautiful. Can you sit a little deeper? Can you draw the knees towards each other? Can you lift your heels off the mat now? It's okay if you fall over, like just fall into the person next to you. They can be your soft landing pad. Can you lower down with your heels lifted? Everybody lower and lower and lower. And now let's lift up and lift up. Oh my gosh. Okay, exhale. Forward fold, releasing down. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat, step into your plank. And now here's where you get to do whatever you want to do. You can lower your knees and lower all the way to the belly. If you're fully practiced in yoga, you can move through what's called your vinyasa. So you lower down, move through your upward dog. Whatever feels the best for you. And then find your way back into your downward facing dog. Yeah. I love how some of you are waiting for my direction and others are just like, Julie, we know what we're doing. We're going to just do it. Beautiful. From your downward dog, let's lift that left leg up. Nice. And now think about using that left butt cheek, right? That left glute. Can you lift it a little higher? Inhale on this lift and then exhale to step your foot through between your hands. Beautiful. Again, just get it through any way you can. Yank it forward. Lower your back knee down to the mat. Beautiful. And then sweep the arms up. Nice. And now you're thinking very hard, and this is all very serious. Yoga is very serious. Soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Beautiful. Tuck your tailbone under. Nice. And then grab a hold of your right hand this time with your left. Lift up and then lengthen over to the left side. Yes. Nice. Nice work. Beautiful. Soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Right? I know you're all waiting for like, well, what's next? But just be in this pose. Be in this moment. Yes. And then exhale, release the hands down. Start to straighten that front leg any way you can. So just lengthen it out. Maybe there's a bend in your knee. Maybe not. Yeah, fingertips to the mat, heart reaching forward. So reach with that heart, that center. Yeah, soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw. And it doesn't matter what you're doing versus what somebody else is doing or what I'm doing up here. Do what feels right for you. Nice. Beautiful. And then you're going to bend forward into that front knee. Fingers come down to the mat. You know what we're doing. Back foot comes forward. Here we go. Favorite pose of the day. Let's try to do this all together. Okay, I'm going to use my hands like a conductor. So you're sitting down into it. You bring your knees together if that feels good for you. If not, keep the feet wide. Totally fine. Everybody, lift your heels, but stay low. Let's lower down together. Lower, lower. Inner thighs are coming into play. Hello, legs, quads. Are you breathing? Let's lift together. Oh, forward fold, releasing down. I feel like we should do that again because that was so fun and it was a success. Oh my gosh. So let's bend the knees, sweep the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose. It was so fun for me. Right? Good. Soften your shoulders. So instead of anticipating, you're all anticipating, let's just be in Utkatasana. So this is kind of hard enough, right? Feels tricky. Feels like, okay, we're working. How can you make this easier on yourself? Soften your shoulders. Soften your brain. Just breathe. And then we're going to lift the heels. Okay, now it's getting more intense. And now, all together with me, we're going to lower down. Oh, you got it. You got it. You got it. Or not. Whatever. Do your own thing. And then lift all the way back up again. Oh my gosh. Forward fold. Separate your feet mat width apart here. Yes. And bend your knees any amount. And just breathe in this space. Right? Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing. Let's breathe into the neck and shoulders. So send your breath right to the neck and shoulders. And then send your breath to your middle back. Yeah. And then send your breath to your lower back. Does that feel good? Breathe. Go back to the neck and shoulders. Breathe into your neck and shoulders. Nice. Release the hands to the mat. Step back into your plank. And lower all the way to the belly. Good. So let's just be some superheroes. You're all kind of superheroes today. So we're going to bring the arms back behind you. And then everything that can lift off the mat is going to lift off the mat. Right? I mean, whatever. Maybe your hands can't lift off the mat. That's fine. But if they can, lift them. Open up. Breathe. Can you squeeze your glutes a little more? Is anybody breathing right now? Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah. So we're going to stay here and breathe. Big inhale. And stay here for the exhale. And then stay here and maybe breathe a little deeper and lift a little higher. Nice. And then exhale, release down. Any ear to the mat. Just leave yourself there on the mat. Maybe you've just dropped down entirely. Flop down. Yeah, you did. I know, I saw you. It's okay. Breathing here. And then we're going to do this again. I like to do things twice when I hear or see that there's struggle. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to do it again this time. If you want, optional, to interlace your palms behind your back while you're here. So this is Shalabhasana, locust pose. So everything that can lift lifts. You lift all the way up. And then maybe, right? If this doesn't work for you, just keep the arms reaching back. So we're not going to lose focus on the squeezing of the glutes and the opening of the heart. Breathe. All right, these are all heart opening poses. We're finding more space in your body. Inhale on the lift. Exhale to hold. Inhale to lift. And exhale to flop down and release. Yeah, any ear to the mat. Just bend your knees up and allow your feet to kind of windshield wiper from side to side. Beautiful. From here, press your palms down beside your ribs, tuck your toes, and come back into your downward dog. Any way you like. You can come from your knees, you can press straight up. That's the beauty of a yoga practice, is it's all for you. It's really independent because every single body is different. So breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Find this downward dog. Allow it to feel good somehow. How can I make this feel good? Oh yeah, Nice. Breathe. Bend your knees a little bit. Yeah, and then press your hips up. You got it. Inhale and exhale. Let's inhale that right leg up. Step the foot through between your hands. This time, option to keep the back knee lifted, or you can lower it down. Breathe. So, totally optional wherever you want to be. You can be in this nice low lunge, or you can be in a high lunge, right? Bring the arms up. Or you can be here, right? Back knee down, totally fine. Good, taking a breath, we're gonna inhale, take the left hand forward and reach the right hand back and look over to your right side, little twist. Breathe, okay? Yeah, you're twisting into that right leg. You got it. Nice. Now, if you feel comfortable, take that right hand down the back of that right leg and lift the left arm up. So try not to twist too much here on your lower back. Keep your core nice and strong. Soften your shoulders. Beautiful. And then exhale, we're going to windmill the hands down to the mat. Step the back foot forward to meet the front foot, but you're not bending your knees. You're welcome. Yeah. Press into your right foot and bend your left foot. Grab a hold, right? This is our little balancing exercise. Reach the right hand up. So don't look at me because I'm moving, right? Don't look at me. Find a spot to gaze at. And if you're feeling like once you've stood up, you have a bit of a head rush, wait to balance. Don't do it, right? Breathe. Totally fine if you're not finding your balance. Beautiful. And then we're going to take the cue from our ladies in the front here who have moved into King Dancer pose. Start to reach your right arm forward and kick your left foot back. You're all ballerinas. Does anybody remember Elizabeth Manley? I'm dating myself. You're all ice skaters. See, I see some nods. You're skating. You've got that right skate down and you're floating around the ice. Breathe. I like the little preteen ballerinas over here. They're doing their work. Good. And then exhale, release that left foot down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Step into your plank pose. We're going to just draw right back into downward facing dog here. So this is kind of what you'll find in a vinyasa class, moving to get to each pose. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Let's lift that left leg up. Yeah, and feel that left glute working. So maybe lift a little higher. You got it. How long is she going to make us stay here? Step the foot through between the hands. Again, you can lower your back knee down or not. Sweep the arms up. You're in a nice lunge pose here. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Stay here. And then we're going to take that right hand forward, left hand back. Find your twist. You can always lower your back knee down. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Stick your tongue out. Yeah. That'll do it. And then maybe take the back hand down the back leg and reach that right arm all the way up. Okay, so we're working into Elizabeth Manleyhood. Like we're getting there, right? Like we're starting to build into this. Breathe here, inhale, and then windmill the hands down to the mat. Step the back foot forward. Should we add an Utkatasana here? We should maybe just bend the knees, sweep the mat one time. Nice. And then come up to standing. Yeah, I was just teasing you. Press into your left foot this time. Bend your right knee. Right? We're finding the balance again. Don't do this. Yeah. Before you go anywhere, before we try to open up at all, make sure you're balanced. Maybe that's the challenge today, is just balancing. And that's fine. Are you breathing? Oh, yeah. You forgot. Reach that left arm up. Stay here. Don't go anywhere yet. Tuck your tailbone under a bit. Yeah, find your balance. And now reach that left arm forward. Press that right foot back. Find the opening. Beautiful, beautiful ballerinas. Ice skaters. You've got it. Breathing here. Don't look at me. So as you're holding your breath while you hold the pose, can you breathe? And then exhale, release that foot. Oh my gosh, we're going to bend the knees and sweep the mat again just because it's fun. It's the looks on your faces. I'm sorry. It's making me do it. Lift the heels. Good. This time we're just going to lower about an inch or two. Just lower about an inch or two. Yeah. Open up the arms. We're staying here. Try to squeeze the inner thighs together and then open up to the right side. Come on back. Open up to the left side. Why is she doing this to us? Come on back. Lower the heels. Forward fold. Separate your feet. Mat width apart. Grab a hold of opposite elbows here. Feet are nice and wide. Breathe into your head, neck, and shoulders. Yes. Now breathe into your middle back. Breathe into your lower back. Beautiful. Breathe back into your head, neck, and shoulders. Nice, relaxing. And then as you breathe into your middle back, feel the ribs expand from side to side. Beautiful. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Lower to your knees. Lower all the way to the belly. I know, you're like, is this a trick? We get to be on our bellies? What's happening here? So you're close together. We're going to reach the right arm out to the side. Right arm reaches all the way out, palm is flat. Beautiful. Press into your left palm and roll into your right shoulder so you're coming onto your right hip. So you're on your belly, yes, and you're stretching out that right arm. It's going to feel weird. You got it. You know. So come onto your right hip, onto the side. You're facing the black drapes over here. You got it. You can take that left foot behind you for stability if you want. Just bend your knee. Now relax your right ear to the mat. Leave your right head. Don't take your left head. Right ear. Okay? And now soften the jaw. You're just stretching out that right shoulder. If this is too much on your right shoulder, roll onto your belly. Breathe. Find this nice opening. Yeah, inhale and exhale. And keep that left palm on the mat for support, for stability. Relaxing the head, breathing here. Right? Not all yoga is chair pose. And then release yourself forward onto your belly. Extend your left arm out. Roll over onto the other side. Breathe, soften, release. And then release forward. We're just going to flip onto our backs. You can keep your feet facing the back of the room. Just flip on over onto your back. Oh yeah, right? Don't get excited. We're not done yet. Bend your knees. Place your feet on the mat. Place your palms down beside your hips. Good. So think about bringing your feet together about hip width apart. Yeah, so if the feet are as wide as the mat, just bring them a little closer together. And then the palms press down. Walk your heels towards your fingertips. Maybe your fingertips graze the heels. Maybe they don't quite make it there. That's totally fine. Press into your palms and just tuck your tailbone under. Don't lift off the mat. Just tuck your tailbone or tilt your pelvis up. So you're coming onto a little bit more of the lower back. Core is engaged slightly. Soften your shoulders and then start to peel the vertebrae off the mat, coming into your bridge pose. So lifting up just halfway. And try not to allow the knees to splay open. Try to keep drawing the inner thighs together. Breathing here. Think about keeping your chin away from your chest, so you're looking up towards the sky, but bringing your chest towards your chin. So it's just kind of like chase. Your chin is pulling away, your chest is trying to follow. Take a nice big inhale here. Tuck the tailbone, maybe press a little higher. And then exhale, lower one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Take the soles of your feet together, allow the knees to open up. Just take a moment here, finding a nice big breath. We're gonna do that again. And do another little bridge pose again. Draw the knees back together. Press the feet down into the mat, press the palms down into the earth, tuck the tailbone under, press into the heels, lift and lift and lift. And find your way up into your bridge pose. Now, if it's comfortable for you, you can take the palms, interlace the fingers, and then we'll shrug the shoulders underneath you so that you're popping your chest up a little bit. I'm trying to keep your arms straight with the palms together. Reaching the heart towards the chin. Chin is pulling away. And breathing here. So while we're here, we're going to take 3 deep breaths. A deep inhale. And exhale. And inhale, and exhale. And squeezing the glutes, lifting a little higher on the final inhale. And exhale, release the bind of the palms, unshrug the shoulders and lower again, one vertebrae at a time all the way down. Take the soles of the feet together and the knees apart. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Good. Draw the knees together and extend your right leg straight up in the air. Breathing here. Grab the back of the thigh, grab the hamstring or the back of the leg. Then start to walk the hands up towards the calf, neck and shoulders. And try to drag your toes towards me. Maybe the leg straight, maybe there's a bend in your knee. You don't need to overdo it, right? Just find that little hamstring stretch here. Breathing in and breathing out. Just because you're lying on your mat doesn't mean you don't need to breathe. You got to still breathe here. Cross that right knee over the left knee, all the way over. And then allow yourself to release over to the left side, your left. Yeah, and maybe take your gaze over to the right, finding this gentle twist. Breathing in and breathing out. Softening your face. Softening your eyebrows. So there's no work here, right? You're not forcing yourself to do anything. The body in the angle that it's in is doing the work for you. Breathing in. Breathing out. I mean, this lying on the mat part is the real reason you came, right? We're almost there. And drawing your knees back through center. Give yourself a nice big squeeze, hugging knees into your chest. Maybe rolling around on your spine a little bit. Then let's place the feet back on the mat. Extend your, which leg? Left leg. Let's do the left leg. Walk the hands up the back of the leg. Maybe you lift your head, neck, and shoulders, maybe not. Can you flex that left foot? Get a little bit of extra length in there. You got it. Breathing. Finding that nice expansion through the hamstring. And then exhale, cross that left knee over. You know where you're going. Find your twist. This is like the best part of yoga, aside from Shavasana, is this twist. Just allow the knees to fall over to the right side. Allow your gaze to maybe turn towards the left. And taking a nice big inhale here. And exhale out. Maybe 2 more like that. Just really feeling openness in the lower back and that left hip. And coming back through center, drawing the knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice big squeeze. And then extend your legs straight up in the air. Extend your arms straight up in the air. And give yourself a big shake. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. I know you're scared, you're embarrassed. Nobody's looking at you except me. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Yes. And maybe we add a little breath to it. Can you all make some noise with me? Oh, yeah. This is therapy. You've just done your therapy for the day. Hug your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. So you're going to rock yourself up to a seated position. And I like to do my meditation before my Shavasana, because Shavasana is like the gold. It's like the prize, right? Nobody wants to wake up from Shavasana and then have to think or not think. So we're going to do our meditation first, and then we're going to end in the real reason you're here, right? So seated any way you like. You can even be lying down. If you have trouble being seated, go ahead and lie down for it. We're going to start to soften everywhere. Close your eyes. Take a nice big breath in through your nose. And exhale, let it out. And start to notice the breath. Notice the temperature of the breath as it moves in through the nostrils. Notice how it feels as you exhale. Meditation is not about clearing your mind. It's just about centering it. So maybe you start to focus on one thing like the breath. And when your thoughts come in, just allow them to sort of float away on a cloud or release through the breath. So you don't start to spiral down the rabbit hole of thoughts, of creating your grocery list or thinking about what's next after you step off your mat. Just be with your breath here in this space of calm. And take your focus to your heart center. We think about the heart beating for us. We think about the color red representing a heart. Think about the expansion of our hearts when we feel love, or the shutting down when we're protecting ourselves. So let's draw our breath into our heart and focus on the expansion. Focus on that opening. Maybe there's a little bit of warmth that comes in for you. Right? What color is that feeling for you? Is it red? It's any color that you want it to be. We think about our heart space, we think about gratitude, giving thanks. In the space of gratitude, not much else can exist. So maybe you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling upset or resentful. Bringing in gratitude actually diffuses, almost eliminates those other sensations. So what can you be grateful for today? One thing. What can you be grateful for about yourself today? And sometimes this is the hardest part. One of the beautiful things I've heard this morning is that Lumenus is about lighting the way, or turning the light on. Think about yourself as being a lamplighter. You know what a lamplighter is a person who goes around the city lighting the lamps that used to need to be ignited by fire. They were actual fire. So you are here and you exist because you are a lamplighter. Maybe that's the piece of gratitude you have for yourself, is that you have the desire, the dedication to help, to heal. So let's take one hand to your heart and place the other on top. And give thanks for yourself, for being the lamplighter. Give thanks for your body, for continuing to move and breathe and be healthy. And find gratitude for anything and everything else that comes to your mind. Let's all take a collective breath. Inhale and exhale it out. And maybe with your eyes still closed, you can release down and lie down on your backs. Finding your Shavasana. And because we've got this beautiful music here today, and you've worked mostly hard, a little hard, tiny bit. We're going to take a nice extended Shavasana, so really get comfortable. Put your sweatshirt on if you need to, or your socks. Finding this nice opening of the body, maybe bringing your palms open and away from the body a little bit. And completely release the practice. Completely let go. Allow yourself to just be here with that nice big open heart. Tuning back into your breath here. Taking a nice big inhale in through your nose and exhaling it out. And checking in with your body, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. And checking in with how you feel compared to how you felt when you first began your practice. The hope is that it's better. And so taking the practice of yoga, the challenges you face, the deepening of the breath, and bringing that off of your mat with you today. How can you use yoga in your everyday life? How can you use yoga when you're confronted with challenges? Are you finding yourself in a situation that you do not like? How can you use yoga to be kind to yourself? Be kind to the world? Let's draw the arms up over your head. Big breath here, maybe drawing the feet together. Take a nice inhale, exhale, let it out. And then again, let's hug knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And do it like you're massaging your back, but also like you're hugging yourself. You deserve it. And then roll over onto your right side. Just take a pause here. Be with your body. And then slowly press yourself up to a seated position. We'll come back right where we started. I like the smiles I'm seeing. Let's just bring your hands to your heart center. Let's close the eyes in prayer. Giving thanks to this incredible music that we've shared together today. Thank you to Jamie. Giving thanks to Lydia and her team for creating this opportunity for us, for providing such incredible support to the community. Giving thanks to each other for enduring our yoga practice together. And again, thanking ourselves for continuing to do good things. Thank you so much for joining in this practice with me today. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
I hope
you,
that was
Julie.
enjoyable for you. I know you're going to go home and practice your Utkatasanas.
Thank you very much to Julie and Jamie. Thank you. Yeah, in these busy, stressful days and times, it's very wonderful to have your heart opened up and filled with light and gratitude. Thank you so much. I hope that you all enjoyed spending part of your morning with us, learning about Lumenus and the impact you make as a supporter. A big thank you again to all our sponsors and guest speakers today. And one more thank you to everyone who is here today. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you again next year. All EMBODY Yoga participants who would like to stay and enjoy the Science Center today will receive a 20% discount off exhibits and Omni films here at the Science Center. Just let the admissions know you're part of the event when you purchase your tickets. Before you go, we're going to announce the auction winners, and before you leave, you can make your payment and pick up your winning item. And we'll also draw a few raffle prizes, so get out your raffle ticket that you picked up at the front door, and And then after that, to close us out, Jamie's going to sing for us one last time. So let's start with the auction items, the auction winners. So the winner of the 2 lower bowl tickets for a Toronto Rock lacrosse game is Sally Smith. Sally. The Taz Winery private tasting for 2, the winner is Nina Dagani. Pillow and quilt by Karma, the 51 by 33 inch, I think, quilt is Mike Scott. Self-care basket from Teresa Briggs is Pam Martins. The 150 gift card to Amazon is Janine Pereira. The 5 class pack from Jaybird is Deanna Donnell. The handmade quilt by Karma, which is 80 by 57 inches, is Janice Youngblood. 2 Toronto Maple Leaf tickets for April 8th is Nina Dagani. 2 Toronto Symphony tickets is Matt. True Relief Massage Gun is Bill Rogers. 2 tickets to the Toronto Blue Jays is Bill Rogers. Iris Grace Painting is Kaya Masner. Handmade quilt by Karma, the big one is Mike Scott. 2 Canadian Opera Company tickets is Bill Rogers. The Hypervolt Plus massage gun is Lisa Nash. And the second Hypervolt Plus massage gun is Genevieve Martins. Yay, thank you. Thank you for your support. And now for the raffle prizes. So, Katya, maybe you could pick them, Katya. So right now we're going to pick for the Keg Steakhouse a $25 gift card. And the number is, check your tickets, 920307. 920307. Is there a winner? Yay! Now we're choosing for the Cocoon Apothecary 2 gift cards. Oh, we're choosing it twice? 1 gift card twice. 1 gift card twice. Okay, for the first one, the ticket number is 920294. Theo. And for the second one, for the Cocoon Apothecary gift card, 920313. Yay! Come on and get your prize. Now we're choosing for the Kula yogurt. No, we're choosing for the Greenhouse Juice gift card, 920295. Yay, in the back. And now the Kula yogurt, why do I keep saying yogurt? Yoga, the free intro month pass is 920325. No? Yes? No? 920325. Going once? Going twice? Okay, we're going to pick again for Kula yogurt. 920303. Yay, Sarah. Now for Pure Yoga, a monthly pass. 920317. 920317. Yay! Now a month free pass at Afterglow, where Julie is. 920291. Yay! Now the Octopus Garden Yoga, a 5-class pack, and you have to provide your name and email to the company after the event to access the pack. And the number is 920340. 920340. Yes, yes, yay. Now, a pair of sunglasses from Knockaround. Yes. Now we're doing the sunglasses from Knockaround, and there's 3 of those. 920334. Yay! Dunya! Now for the second pair of sunglasses from Knockaround, 920329. 920329. Yes. And for the third pair of sunglasses from Knockaround, 920292. Back there, yay. Now we have Niagara River Lions tickets, 2 tickets to a home game of choice. And that is 920319. Yay, Sally. A prize pack from OG Sechi. And what is that? Do you know? It's like t-shirt and socks. Excellent. T-shirt and socks, 920341. Yay, in the back there. And are we doing these?
Yes.
Blanket, 920344. They're way in the back. And we're doing these too? 2 quilts? Yes. And we're doing 2 quilts. So the first quilt, 920332. There we go. Congratulations. And the last quilt, 920345. Yes, there we go. Is that it? That's it, everybody. Thank you very much. Hit it, Jamie.
Some days I